Last time on Shadow Piece, the Strawhat Pirates set sail towards Hachinosu to not only save Pudding as planned, but now also Perona. However, this won't stop after the rescue mission. Maria is out for blood, and the other members share his sentiment as well. Sanji especially has waited for a long time for this moment to finally come. Now he can save his wife and then return to Totoland. While this group started to travel to their war, on another island in the Grand Line a storm was already starting to appear. With Vegapunk's death, a critical message got relayed to all the people around the world, revealing some of the dark secrets that the world government has, and also that the entire world will sink into the sea. It was to be expected that this would result in a massive panic. However, Vegapunk still deemed it to be only fair to share this with everyone before his own departure. For the Revolutionary Army, only a few hours are left until the entire force of the Marines will appear, and as soon as they get spotted by Karasu's suit crows, the attack of the world's worst criminal, Monkey D. Dragon, will start. What the Supreme Commander of the Revolutionary Army didn't know yet was how low the Marines would stoop. For now, however, we will take a look at what happened the instant Loki arrived back on Hachinosu with Perona. Here, boss, that's the man you wanted, right? He casually throws the pink-haired woman on the ground, looking at Marshal D. Teach, better known as Blackbeard, sitting on what can only be called a throne. Zeh, ha 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 ha! So you're Moria's child, a mighty fine woman indeed. The overweight pirate stands up and walks towards his new prisoner. Without any effort, the menacing aura coming from him brings out the fear Perona held in her heart. What do you say, Pinky? Become my woman, and I might spare your family. Of any pirate out there, Blackbeard is the prime definition of what people imagine a pirate to be like. Bad hygiene, sexist, ugly, cruel, and so much more. So many worse things. And yet, despite the fear the Ghost Princess is experiencing right now, she doesn't hesitate. First, she spits into the Yonko's face, and then she unleashes her full power. Zeus, attack! Rainbow Hollow Barrage! In front of all the other hollows, Zeus charges ahead. In the end, he is still the strongest form of attack Perona has, but closely behind him, all the other hollows follow shortly. Negative, heat, explosive, shock, freeze, one variation for every color in the rainbow. Screams of pain unbefitting of one of the four emperors leave the mouth of the ex-Whitebeard pirates, and all the explosions leave a trail of destruction in the room Perona was brought to. Despite it looking like she dealt a lot of damage, she remains calm and instantly switches to escape mode, continuing to fire explosive hollows and ordering Zeus to blitz through any pirate he spots. The Shrine Maiden of Death flies towards one of the eye holes of the giant skull on the island. If she gets far enough up, there shouldn't be many people who can reach her, is what she thinks at least. But suddenly she gets pulled backwards, making escape impossible, and pushing despair even further into her body. Her small body is being held up by a single hand of Blackbeard, and a waft of a horrid smell enters her nostrils, only getting worse when Blackbeard starts talking again. You're a feisty one, just how I like them. He licks over his lips and stares at the woman lustfully. Someone bring out our sea stone cuffs. Can't let this little tiger run wild around here. For a moment, the room turns silent. Everyone is waiting for the handcuffs to lock the prisoner's powers. The daughter of the Shadow Emperor, however, is not losing any hope or viciousness either. Just you enjoy your last few days. As soon as Maria will come here, all of you will be dead. An Emperor of the Sea? Don't make me laugh. The Blackbeard pirate members present can't help but listen to what the ghost lady wants to say. Blackbeard, you only got your title from stabbing an old man in the back. He was already going to die anyways, and as soon as Gecko Moria unleashes his full might for the world to see, they will have to create a new title even above the four clowns of the sea. Confident in the abilities of her adoptive father, she declares many things, but the answer she gets in return is nothing but laughter. The truth surrounding Moria is quite bizarre. To the public eye, it still seems like he lost against Kaido, and then even got defeated by the king of some random island. In their eyes, it just looks like Perona has lost her marbles completely, and is trying her best not to break down. No matter what she might say, that impression won't change, so the answer is simple. Remain quiet. No matter what they might do to her in the next couple of days, she will not break her silence. But just like the leader of the revolutionary army, the captain of the Strawhat Pirates had no way of imagining what would really happen when the big battle starts. Back on the Strawhat Island ship, Moria ordered all of the zombies to row the gigantic ship towards Hachinosu, and he also sent Absalom through the portal to notify all the members of the Fleet of Death to get ready, because the war is now directly in front of their door. To actually get in contact with all their subordinates, he first had to go to Elbaf and after that to Wano. On the Island of Giants, he was quickly greeted by a chaotic duo that was once active as bounty hunters, namely the Sandstorm brothers Abdullah and Jeet. Those two have joined their crew led by the Sin of Envy, Idio, and also Shooting Star Blue Gilly. All the Sins are now brought up to date about Moria's situation, and they are itching to fight powerful opponents, testing the powers they have acquired over the recent time. The same is also true for the allies from Wano. However, their country is still chaotic and needs to be rebuilt, so only a select few can join the war. Sailing from Elbaf to Hachinosu takes about the same time as going from the Holy Prudence Kingdom to Hachinosu, so all of them will arrive at the same time, and that is also the case for another party preparing for the war, the Big Mom Pirates. Totoland is a bit farther away from Hachinosu, and all of the top fighters had to regroup after what happened on Wano. It was a heated discussion, but in the end they decided on 7 people to go to the Blackbeard's Islands and rescue Pudding. This squad will be led by Katakuri himself, basically the new captain of this pirate crew, and accompanying him will be Karibu, Smoothie, Koribu, Brule, Cracker, and also Snack. They are the strongest members of the crew, leaving only a few of the top 10 behind. Jinbei, for example, wanted to stay to keep all of the citizens of Totoland safe, and Pyro locked himself into a room denying Big Mom's death. Other members like Oven and Daifuku, for example, decided that they would probably only get in the way for the others, and so remained at home as well. It is an extremely difficult time for this pirate crew. Not only did they lose their mother and captain, but they also lost their position as a Yonko crew. And if that wasn't enough already, the Blackbeard pirates also attacked them and kidnapped their sister Pudding. Not many groups suffer so many defeats in a short amount of time. All this also resulted in smaller pirate crews thinking that they could attack and conquer Totoland, which resulted in daily confrontations and destruction all over the territory. The Wheel of Time is rotating menacingly, and the arrival of a new era is imminent. The questions we should be asking ourselves are, who will be alive to see this new age, and who will be the leading force in the future? Questions upon questions, and the answers can only be found if you continue to watch Shadow Piece. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It marks the beginning of the final arc, and also our descent into darkness. It will really be something that you have never seen before, something big to make Shadow Piece unforgettable. You better prepare yourself for shadows like no other. Even I don't know if I can handle it. Looking at these notes I have, oh my, so that will happen? He will fight against him, and those characters will appear in the story as well? Oh my god. I am really excited to share this story with all of you. Let's see if we will hit 200 episodes to round this all up. But for now, that is all from me for today. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye!